watching CBS 8 Mornings at 6.
So glad you're with us on this Friday. Eric and Evan starting off your Friday for you as you get a little closer to the weekend. All eyes on that forecast because we've been experiencing a lot of moisture this week.
I feel like every time I've seen anyone in public, they've been like, can you please just give us a little bit of the sun?
Because your clicker has that control.
Yes, exactly. I am personally in control of this forecast. No, June gloom has a stronghold on us, not only this week, but it looks like going into the weekend. Take a look at satellite radar imagery. Cloud cover extending all the way to the western slopes of the mountains, even some fog out there with only 6 miles of visibility in Ramona. Coming up, we'll talk about whether or not we'll be seeing that sun making its way out over any portion of the weekend and what your temperatures look like as they start to climb.
All right, this just coming in here. U.S. employers added 139,000 jobs in May. This is according to new data from the Labor Department. The unemployment rate is now at 4.2%. This morning, you have a chance to weigh in on the city budget cuts in San Diego before a final vote next week.
The City Council's Budget Review Committee will be meeting at 9 a.m. today. These are the final deliberations before the budget is adopted on Tuesday. The mayor's current proposal includes cuts to library hours, recreation center programs, and parks. This is to address a nearly $350 million deficit. Meantime, the county is stepping in to keep the city of San Diego's beach fire pits burning. A new $135,000 grant will fund fire ring maintenance at popular spots like Ocean Beach, Fiesta Island, and La Jolla Shores through the upcoming fiscal year. The funding comes just as the city considered cutting fire pits out of the budget due to the looming deficit. The money will help with ash removal, safety compliance, and upkeep. The city of San Diego still needs to accept the grant, which is expected to happen soon. And this morning, San Diego leaders are set to speak out on the Navy's plans to rename a Navy ship that honors a gay veteran.
The USNS Harvey Milk was christened in 2021 right here in San Diego. CBS 8's Chris Groh live at the USS Midway Museum with reaction to this. Chris?
A lot of connections. The ship christened in 2021, as you guys just pointed out, but Harvey Milk, when he was in the Navy, served as a dive instructor here in San Diego, and obviously San Diego still continues to this day to be a huge hub for the Navy as well as the Marines, and so there's a huge connection between here, Harvey Milk himself, and then this ship, which is now being ordered to be renamed, and that's why we are going to be seeing local leaders as well as advocates that would be speaking out against this decision to rename the USNS Harvey Milk. Now, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth ordered the Navy to rename the oiler ship. As for Milk himself, not just again serving in the Navy, but afterwards was the first openly gay politician in the U.S., advocated for LGBT causes, and served on the San Francisco Board of Supervisors. Now, this decision obviously being pointed out that this is something that is happening during Pride Month, which many critics say is not a surprise, and that this is not just a correlation, that they do believe that this is a point the administration is trying to make. Now, there are other ships that are also being ordered to be renamed, many of them civil rights icons or others. Among them are USNS Thurgood Marshall, USNS Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the former Supreme Court Justice, USNS Harriet Tubman, as well as USNS Cesar Chavez and USNS Medgar Evers. We have seen and heard from a number of different critics of this, including this state senator who serves for District 11. Take a listen.
Harvey Milk was a hero. He died for our community. He is an icon in the LGBTQ community, and LGBTQ veterans worked for years to get this ship named for him. And for them to, for Trump and his minions to do this during Pride Month, it's just vile.
Now, we'll be hearing from local leaders starting at 8:30 this morning. We'll be streaming that on CBS 8 Plus, our free streaming app. Just go on your TV to download that, but then also at CBS8.com. Eric and Evan.
All right, Chris, thank you. Staying on top of that, something we'll hear more of later on today. This morning, more reaction coming into the very public war of words between President Donald Trump and billionaire Elon Musk. It started with Musk slamming the president's so-called big, beautiful bill since he left his position with the administration last week.
Then yesterday, boy, things turned personal. The president threatened to kill government contracts associated with Musk's companies, while Musk shared a post suggesting that the president should be impeached. CBS's Naomi Ruckham with the latest back and forth.
I'm very disappointed in Elon.
A split between President Donald Trump and Elon Musk exploded on social media. It began days ago with Musk criticizing the president's big budget and border bill on X, calling it a big, ugly bill, arguing that it will add to the deficit, even pushing Republicans to kill the bill.
Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here.
Musk responded, "False. This bill was never shown to me even once." Soon, the insults grew personal. Musk, who spent more than $200 million on the 2024 race, posted, "Without me, Trump would have lost the election," adding, "Such ingratitude." President Trump threatened to cut billions of dollars in contracts and subsidies to Musk's companies, prompting Musk to threaten to decommission his Dragon spacecraft. Musk later walked it back. Musk also hit further below the belt. Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. A White House source responded, if Musk truly believed President Trump and Jeffrey Epstein were deeply involved, why did he hang out with him for 6 months?
This divorce was predictable.
The fallout sparked reaction from the Beltway.
It's not helpful.
And beyond.
It's two egos going at it.
The public spat also sent Tesla stock tumbling 14 points yesterday. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement has arrested at least 100,000 people so far in President Donald Trump's second term. All over the country, we've been seeing ICE agents ramp up efforts to detain unauthorized immigrants in courthouses, work sites, and neighborhoods. Data from the agency shows that on Tuesday and Wednesday this week, ICE recorded more than 2,000 arrests each day. Meantime, San Diego Unified School District leaders reporting no instances of ICE agents on any San Diego Unified campuses since January. This even after President Trump lifted federal policies that made schools off limits to immigration officers. The school board president says staff training has been crucial and they want to be prepared. Back in April, Los Angeles schools successfully turned away ICE agents because they failed to produce warrants.
The reality is, it is very likely to happen. We saw it happen in LA. We've seen an escalation. For us, the main thing is to prepare to keep our kids and our families safe.
Moving forward, the district says it will adjust if and when necessary to ensure students and their families feel safe on campus. Speaking of schools, it's the last day of school at the Sweetwater Union High School District. This is the second largest district in San Diego County. Graduation ceremonies will continue this morning. So big congratulations to the class of 2025. I know we have a lot of Sweetwater parents and maybe high schoolers listening to the show right now, getting ready for that last day. Congratulations.
You remember like the jitters you would feel on the last day of school? Where you're like, oh my God.
Get the gown laid out, you got to iron it. Yep.
All your outfits. I mean, the summer camps ready to go.
Right.
It is going to be a big weekend and a big upcoming week in San Diego. And a lot of people are wondering if we will see the sun. Some models give us a little bit of afternoon sunshine out by the coast. Others say the coast will be the stronghold. The coast will be the spot where those clouds hang on the longest and where sunshine will be most limited. I tend to favor that idea. And then, hey, if we get a little bit of sun, if those clouds break apart, we can celebrate. But it is very likely that we'll see a lot of that sun across our inland valleys, our mountains, and our deserts. You at least have the option to make your way east if you want more of that sunshine. And you can notice that obvious climb in temperatures, 60s, 70s, 80s, 101 as you get all the way out east to Borrego Springs and Ocotillo Wells. Here's a live look outside of the fog as we kick off the morning. Sunrise was at 5:41. Sunset not coming until 7:55. We're a couple weeks away from 8 p.m. sunsets, and that's going to coincide with the start of the summer solstice. Weekend beach forecast, I'm trying to give us that little bit of optimism at the chance that a little bit of sun will peek through. But again, favor the cloud cover. Expect that to be the case. And then, like I said, we can celebrate when the sun does hopefully come out. 71 on Saturday, 72 on Sunday, under mostly cloudy skies. At least those overnight lows are really mild in the 60s. Current temperatures out the door, mostly in the upper 50s and low 60s, really mild overall. These temperatures have tended to stay in this range overnight just because we have had such a layer of clouds out there. Those clouds help to act like a blanket for us and help to keep in the warmth from the day prior. Nice climb in temperatures as a ridge of high pressure starts to build. It takes us to the upper 60s and low 70s out by the coast this afternoon, but we'll get to the mid 70s out by the coast over the course of the weekend and early next week. And by Monday and Tuesday, our inland valleys could even hit the low 80s. So despite the fact that the coast is going to hang on to the June gloom, it looks like at least it's feeling nice out there. Temperatures are warming their way up over the course of the weekend and into next week as well. Take a look at drive times outside, not slowing down at all on the 163 northbound or the 8 westbound. Coronado Bridge, however, just slightly slower than normal. Downtown to Coronado, it's about a 3-minute commute. Let's take a look at your border wait times right now. 120-minute wait, 2 hours there at the San Ysidro Port of Entry. Otay Mesa Port of Entry is going to take you about 90 minutes in total to get across.